The first-headed monster, probate court. Oh my. Hey folks, elder law care attorney Patrick Kelleher coming to you from elderlawcare.com. Welcome. Well folks, I'm going to explain probate court to you today. I'm going to give you 4 reasons from my experience why folks are typically looking to avoid probate court like the plague. Folks, probate court typically is a will, and your will is your admission ticket to probate court. So it looks something like this, folks. This is probate court. When somebody passes away, somebody shows up at a probate attorney's office, typically with what I call the dreaded ugly milk crate. Folks, there's 2 types of probate court that you need to know about. Number 1, we have death probate, and then we have disability probate. It's a 2-headed monster, really. That first-headed metaphorical monster, probate court, it is typically a 2-headed monster because disability planning is one of the most overlooked areas of estate planning. So let me get to that first. Disability planning, folks, is what I call the Big 6 disability planning. The Big 6 disability planning, and you could Google elder law attorney Patrick Kelleher, Big 6 disability planning, and I'll give you more information on that. That's the Big 6 disability planning to avoid disability probate, to avoid what I call the stresses and messes of probate court, as well as the economic and emotional headaches of probate court. Let's move on to death probate. I'm going to give you 4 reasons, so write them down. 4 reasons from my experience folks are looking to avoid death probate. Number 1, folks, your will, if you have a will or no will, you have what we call the government plan, is your admission ticket to probate court. Someone's going to show up at a probate attorney's office with something that looks like that dreaded ugly milk crate, and then the meter starts running. So the first reason from my experience is the cost involved, because when I teach my educational program in the community, most folks say an average probate retainer to hire and engage the services of an experienced probate attorney is about $5,000, and then that probate attorney is going to charge against that $5,000 maybe at their firm's hourly rate, which could be anywhere from $400, $500. In the big city, could be double that. And they're going to spend through that retainer rather quickly, because the second reason is probate takes on average about 1.5 years. We do hear extreme cases from folks that attend our workshops. We hear cases 8 years, 4 years, and so on. But 1.5 years is pretty standard fare on average from our experience. So run the numbers. $400 per hour, $500 per hour over a 1-year, 2-year period. How much could that be in probate expense or cost for you, your estate, and your loved ones? And another thing you need to know, folks, here in Massachusetts, there is no statutory cap on legal fees when it comes to probating your estate. Some states have statutory caps. From my understanding, the state of Florida, 3% statutory cap. Here in the Commonwealth, Massachusetts, no statutory cap. Unwritten rule is about 5%, meaning the probate attorney can charge about 5% on the gross value of your estate in legal fees, okay? Third reason, folks, when you file that probate at the probate court here in Massachusetts, there's a requirement to give notice, send a copy of the probate petition along with your death certificate, which includes your name, your date of birth, your social security number. To whom? The 4th-headed monster, the Medicaid department here in the Commonwealth, requires that by law, the probate attorney or whomever is filing that probate is required to send that probate petition with your death certificate, certified mail, and produce and give evidence of the certified mail stamped from the post office to the probate court, showing that you sent a copy to the Medicaid department. And folks, why would Medicaid want that information? Well, it's called estate recovery. They plug your information into their database, and if they get a hit for any Medicaid benefits they paid to you or your loved one, they now have an opportunity to exercise or impose what they call estate recovery, put a lien on your estate. So you're ringing the bell, the dinner bell, some folks call it. You're waking up the sleeping bear. A lot of our clients will say, hey, Patrick, can you keep our fears off the radar? Keep our fears off the radar and keep us out of probate, okay? How do you do that, folks? The solution is make sure your attorney not only creates your trust, but number 2, funds it, gets all your treasures in there. The trust, so long as it's funded with your treasures, will keep your affairs out of probate court. Folks, the 4th reason from my experience, folks are looking to avoid probate court: thunderstorms, lightning, family fighting. Yes, From our experience, typically, sadly, probate court typically invites and fosters backside of the cloud family harm. And most of our clients, from our experience, are looking for a front side of the cloud family harmony. So folks, hopefully this video was helpful for you on what is probate court. I give you two types of probate, often overlooked disability probate. The solution is the Big Six disability planning. Also, from my experience, 4 reasons why folks are looking to avoid death probate. Don't ignore it, manage it, monitor it, keep the dust and the rust off your treasure chest. Folks, thanks for joining us today at elderlawcare.com. Please scroll down, post a comment, question, and if you'd like to learn more, pick up a copy of our book on Amazon, How to Avoid the Four-Headed Monster of Estate Planning and Elder Law. Folks, thanks for joining us today.